Hi, and welcome to Module 2, Mapping the Dynamics of Systems Change. In the first module, you learn to see climate challenges as complex systems, living, adaptive, and interconnected. Now, we move from seeing systems to mapping them to make those connections visible, tangible, and easier to work with. Mapping helps us uncover what is really driving change, the relationships, feedback loops, and leverage points that influence how a system behaves. It's a way of turning what you feel overwhelming into something we can observe, discuss, and act on together. In this module, we begin with Lesson 1, Understanding Systems Map. Here you will explore what a systems map actually is and what is not. You will learn how to map, simplify realities to help us focus on what matters the most and how to use them as a tool for seeing patterns and not just details. We will also look at why mapping is a collective process, something built through conversation, reflection, and shared insight rather than something created alone. Next is lesson number 2, mapping actors and relationships. Every system is made up of people, institutions, and forces that interact in different ways. This lesson now helps you identify who and what is shaping your climate's context, from policy and local communities to private sector actors and natural ecosystems. You will learn to map connections, power dynamics, and flow of influence, seeing where relationships strengthen or weaken the system's capacity to change. Finally, we'll move to lesson number 3, identifying leverage point. So once you've mapped the system and its relationship, the next step is to ask, where should we act to make a real difference? In this lesson, you'll discover how to identify leverage point, the place where a small, well-designed action can actually create significant, lasting change. You will explore examples of leverage point in climate systems and learn how to distinguish between quick fixes and deeper systemic interventions. Each lesson is built on the one before. You start by learning the language of systems map. Then you explore the actors and relationships that shape the system. And finally, you learn how to find leverage points that can shift the system in a meaningful way. Together, these steps now give you a practical framework for understanding where and how to intervene effectively in a complex climate system. By the end of this module, you will be able to create a simple systems map and actors map to make sense of complex situations, identify key relationships and feedback loops, recognize leverage point for impactful action, and communicate systemic insight clearly to others. These skills will prepare you for the next stage, moving from understanding and mapping to facilitating real change within them. So as you dive in, be playful and experimental. There is no perfect systems map, only better ways of seeing together. Each insight you will uncover brings you closer to the kind of facilitator who can guide others towards systemic solutions for climate resilience. So let's begin.